Welcome back to the Murphy Branch. I'm Adam, and this is my HO scale model railroad based on the Southern Railway's Murphy Branch in western North Carolina. This is actually version 2.0 of my Murphy Branch. You may have seen 1.0 in one of my previous videos, and someday I hope to do a proper video post-mortem on it. But the short version is that after building and operating 1.0 during a couple sessions, I determined that I wanted a bit more railroad, a longer main line with more passing sidings and the ability to host a few more operators, and maybe enough action to warrant a dispatcher and signals. By December, I developed a new track plan, a double-deck layout that captured the western end of the actual Murphy Branch rather nicely, and with the help of my friend Rick, I dismantled the old layout and started construction on this one. During the break for the holidays, I was able to put in a lot of time to get the layout on its feet. Today, close to half of the lower level benchwork is in place, and maybe a quarter of the upper level, and there's still the helix to do. My focal point for construction has been the town of Bryson, the busiest town on my section of the Murphy Branch, especially in the 1940s, and the first thing you'll see when you enter through this doorway. The main line is taking shape, and I've got a basic idea of what the yard tracks will look like. There'll be a turntable here as well as a few industries. West of Bryson, there's some good single track running before we come to Bushnell, where the Carolina and Tennessee Southern branches off. This line leads to Fontana, where the dam is being constructed, and an extra will take boxcars of cement from Bryson to Fontana. West of Bushnell, the main line will go through this wall and enter the helix, which represents the red marble grade up to Topton. The helix will be offset from itself, which will allow me to scenic part of it. The siding at Nantahala will be represented, and I think that'll help operators not feel so separated from their train as it's hidden behind the scenes in the helix for ages and ages. As the train exits the helix 20 inches higher, it will come back through the wall and pass the Graham County Railroad interchange before entering Topton, which will have a siding and a depot. And from here, it's back to single track, winding our way on a gentle grade down toward Andrews and Murphy beyond it. And they'll be on the other half of this room. I've only barely started on the bench work there. And so that's the state of the railroad. I'm pretty happy with how things are going on the railroad right now. Being able to spend that time over the break was a huge help to get things kick-started. And I'm excited to push forward and do everything I can to get it back to the point where I can hold another operating session again. Thanks for watching. See you next time.